Oh snap, you was there? Finally, we on YouTube. I've been dying to make this page for the longest time, and here I am. My name is Sanji. I'm from the Bronx. This is In Space with G. I'm gonna be putting up videos maybe, I don't know how often, maybe twice a week, once a week, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe if you guys like me, I'll put them more often. You can like, thumbs up, blah blah, if you like this video at the end. So in this first video, I wanted to just talk about my trip to Japan that I took back in August 2016. So it's been a while. It's been about 2 years since I went there, but I just want to give everyone the scoop. If you're thinking about going to Japan soon, or if you are planning a trip and don't know what to do, all that good stuff. So stay tuned. So I want to give you guys a couple tips if you're going to Japan soon, or if you're planning a trip to Japan, just to jot these things down. And tip number one is wait till you get to Japan to exchange your money. So one mistake that we made was we did a money exchange at JFK airport, and we noticed that they took away these fees. That wound up knocking us down like $300. Don't go to those money exchange places. They're gonna take money from you. Actually wait until you get to Japan. There are 7-Elevens all over Japan. In I think every city. There are like 20,000 or something like that in Japan. The ATMs in 7-Eleven are free, and they automatically convert your US dollar to yen. So if you need to take any money out, take the money out at a 7-Eleven ATM. They're all over the place. Tip number two is take advantage of the transportation system that Japan has. We got from point A to point B fairly quickly and for really cheap, and it was really easy to use their machines. Isn't that cute? Look at it. This is their like MTA logo, their Japan logo. But I thought it was adorable, and it was really easy to use, fairly easy to use, and there were people around, even the civilians, like they're there to help you. One thing about the Japanese is that they're so kind and so open to help people and generous. So I really love that. Tip number three is respect the food. Respect Japanese and their food and their culture. My boyfriend and I went in to Japanese breakfast at one of the hotels, and we were completely ignorant towards the rules that they have with their food. My boyfriend was going to the bathroom, and he like stabbed his chopsticks into this rice bowl, and one of the servers, she came up to him and she was like, don't stab the rice, there's a chopstick rest, so you can put your chopsticks on top of that. Don't stab your rice. It's disrespectful to the rice cultivators, the rice agriculture, and how rich their culture is, So that's a quick tip. Don't disrespect the food. One thing that I have to admit, and I feel so bad admitting this because this is such a waste of food, but I don't eat sushi, I don't eat raw fish. And so one thing I noticed about Japan is they don't have like trash cans anywhere in the city. Like, it's so clean out there that the sanitation truck is like this small, like seriously. So also people carry around with little bags. So like in our buses, they give us like these little bags so we can dispose of our own trash. So at one point during the Japanese breakfast, we got like all this raw fish, and I wasn't with it. I was like, nah, I can't do this. So what I did was I put the raw fish that I didn't eat, like I ate the rice, I ate the eggs, I ate the noodles, I drank the miso soup, I drank the green tea, I drank everything, I ate everything except for the raw fish. So what I did was I didn't want to disrespect and leave food left behind, because I felt like that was not good, but this was probably even worse. I took the fish and I put it into the plastic bag, and I rolled it up and put it in my purse. So when we got outside, I didn't see any trash cans anywhere, and I couldn't find a trash can in the hotel for the life of me. And I carried around, this was my punishment, like it was a punishment for disrespecting Japanese culture this bad, and I hate to admit it, but I just want to be as truthful as I can. So I had to lug around with raw fish in my bag for about 6 hours before I could find a pit stop when we were on the bus so I can throw this raw fish out. Gomenasai, I'm so sorry, like I didn't mean to do something like that, and I know God punished me right there. He said, how can you do that? You were being untruthful, you were being, you were acting up, you were disrespecting the food, so carry raw fish around in your bag as punishment. And yeah, so that's one thing. So I went on AffordableAsia.com. At the time it was called Affordable Asia. It is now called AffordableWorld.com, and they have tons of packages for like different countries. And we wanted to go to Japan, so I clicked Japan and I saw these like packages. The package that we got was 8-day Japan discovery, 8 days 7 nights or something like that. So the package was $2,099 per person, and I found a coupon on their Instagram for $200 off each person. So we got the trip down to $1,999 per person after taxes. The package included hotel stay, breakfast amenities, tour guide, English speaking tour guide. Shout out to Kyoko, our tour guide. Let me put a picture of her right here so you can see her. She was the best. Such a sweetheart. She would leave us like these little notes. This one says August 24th, 6:30 a.m. wake up call, and 7:45 bring down your suitcases to the bus. So like every time we had to go somewhere, she would like leave us a little note or give us a call in the morning so we can wake up on time and meet up with the rest of the group. She was the best. And on every like bus ride, she told us some type of history about the vicinity we were in or the district that we were in. She told us about the culture, gave us a little runaround about the temple that we were visiting, all the facts and all the little things that we needed to know. She also helped us make origami. Look at that. We made Mount Fuji before we got there. It was so cute. So it was just a beautiful little trip. And what else can I tell you guys? So it included transportation to and from each hotel in each city. So our package included a visit to Tokyo, Mount Fuji, Hakone, Kyoto, and back to Tokyo at the end of the trip, at the end of the 8 days. And it included admission into all the temples that we visited. So since the package included all of those things, all we had to do was pay for our food, like lunch and dinner throughout the day. So yeah, Affordable Asia was the best. They sent us this little plastic zip bag thing with all like the stuff that we needed. They sent us like the itinerary, the information, all that good stuff that we needed to know about our trip. And they sent us these little tags so we can put our names on it and our address and stuff like that, so we can put it on our suitcases. So that was nice. And they also sent us these little pins to put our names on. So on day one, we arrived to Tokyo at night. The Affordable Asia ground crew met us right there at Narita Airport in Tokyo, and he escorted us to the bus, which then took us to Okura East Hotel 21 in Tokyo, where we slept through the night. And then on day two, after breakfast, we began our Tokyo half-day tour to the Imperial Palace Plaza, the residence of Japan's imperial family. We took some pictures there. We saw like samurai sculptures and stuff like that. And then we went to the Asakusa district, which had the Buddhist temple, InSpacewGee. And there at the Asakusa district, in one of the markets that were set up, my boyfriend brought me this beautiful fan. It's so gorgeous. Thank you, honey. And then in the afternoon, we went to the Ginza district. That's like the Times Square, one of the Times Squares of Japan, actually, because the next one is Shibuya. Shibuya is kind of like Times Square too. And we had a city tour there when we got to the Ginza district. Then on day 4, we went to Mount Fuji. We were riding up the mountains and our ears were popping. It was just crazy. And we got a beautiful picturesque view. But that day, it was very cloudy. So the first day we weren't really able to see Mount Fuji from a distance from the Hakone ropeway, but we were able to see a beautiful bird's eye view of the aerial view of the area. And that was really nice. After that, we got on a cruise. This was my first time on a boat ever, so I cried my ass off, y'all. Like, I cried so bad because it was just like one of those live in the moment moments. Like, I started crying because I just realized, wow, we're really out here in Japan, 13 hours away from home. I can't believe a little Bronx girl is all the way out here in Japan. Like, this is a dream come true. Everything just hit me, and I didn't have any like access to social media, so I was living in the moment, literally. And I didn't really get to take a lot of pictures and videos because I was just loving and soaking it all in, and it felt amazing. And then the good part about the Mount Fuji hotel, it was a really nice hotel. Like, you can see Mount Fuji from right across your room. You open up these windows, beautiful windows, and you can see Mount Fuji right there. It was incredible. On day 5, we departed the Mount Fuji scene, and we headed on the coach to Kyoto to visit more temples. The tour stopped at a UNESCO heritage site, the Nijo Temple, where we learned about the imperial days, Tokugawa Shogun. We also visited one of the most popular buildings in Japan, the InSpacewGee, the Golden Pavilion. Wow, and that was beautiful. Up close, it was just a sight to see. I'm telling you guys. Here's a picture of us. It wasn't focused. Haters will say it's photoshopped because the photographer didn't focus the camera on us. Instead of he focused it on the Golden Pavilion, but it was gorgeous, so I didn't mind that we were blurry. We also saw the Kiyumizu Temple, the Clearwater Temple. And day 6, we were in Kyoto for leisure. So that day we just ventured out on our own and we just hung out and rested, because it takes a lot to walk around temples and take a coach bus from point A to point B, take the train. It's a lot. On day 7, we went from Kyoto back to Tokyo. And when we got back to Tokyo, we visited Shibuya, another Times Square of Tokyo, and we were trying to figure out what we wanted to eat after, you know, visiting Shibuya, and we found this spot. It was like Japanese barbecue, and the owner was such a good dude. He was so funny. It was delicious. Overall, guys, Japan was just a beautiful country to visit. Like, I cannot even begin to describe how gorgeous it is. You would have to see for yourself, but I'll show you guys some pictures towards the end that I didn't get to share in my little dissertation in the beginning. And I really just absolutely loved it. I would definitely go back again. It wasn't that expensive to get around. Overall, our trip probably ran us about, with all things considered, the entire tour trip and everything, we probably spent nearly $2,500, maybe $2,500 on the entire trip. Things weren't that expensive, and I thought it was worth all the money in the world to go there at least once in my lifetime and get that off my bucket list. And if you really want to go, I really strongly suggest you guys do it through affordableworld.com. Check it out. I'm going to put the link below so you can check it out. They're really great. They take care of things for you. They take care of the tour. They take care of the expenses for all the things like breakfast and transportation, unless you want to get on the Tokyo Metro, which will cost you your own money. You would have to use your own money for that, and just spend money on lunch and dinner. But aside from that, they take care of everything for you. So if you feel stressed out planning your own trip to Japan for the first time, then do it through them. I think the next time we go, we'll be good to go on our own, just because we already had the tour and the introduction, and now we know how to get around on the trains. We know how to read the map and all that good stuff, so we don't really need a tour guide. So we feel a little more confident going in next time. But yeah, so Japan, oh, it was the best. I wish I was vlogging at that time. I would have definitely gotten more footage, but this was just going to be a video to introduce you guys to it and see if you want to do it through Affordable World, which I strongly recommend. Like I said, shout out to Kyoko, our tour guide. Kyoko, arigatou gozaimasu, and Tadada-san, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and stay tuned for more videos from me, G, here on In Space with G.